In ancient times, epic wars raged between two kingdoms proud of their great history. The sky was covering them with clouds of war, and the earth was shaking under the feet of warriors ready to sacrifice for honor and victory. In the kingdom of Alderon, King Valorius was bravely leading his army, aiming to control the lands to the north, while in the kingdom of Veronia, King Ethan stood as a bold fighter defending his land and the rights of his people. The second time the battle turned to the plains of Christaia, where the flames of war raged fiercely. Knights were fighting in the falling sunlight, the strongest sitting on thrones of valor. The two kingdoms fell into a dangerous game as the forces exchanged deadly blows. At the decisive moment, the scales turned in Veronia's favor, as King Ethan led a surprise attack in which luck was on his side. While Aldera's forces were defeated, victory was not the end of the story. While wars were dancing on the stage of fate, an innocent young woman appeared from an abandoned village. Her name was Elara, and her strength lay in her pure heart and her ability to revive hope. Elara joined Aldera's forces and, bound by ancient magic, showed King Valorius the path to victory. The final battle was on the plains of Umbra, where the fires of conflict broke out fiercely as the two kingdoms battled for dominance. Elara used her magical powers to create a wall of light around Aldera's forces. In that magical moment, the wars stopped and the sparkle of peace shone. United in strength and courage, Alderon and Veronia were able to build a lasting era of peace, where the land flourished with the fruits of cooperation and understanding. While the ancient wars have ended, the story of courage and hope remains engraved in their history, a reminder that peace is the most powerful weapon.
Like, comment, and subscribe!
With the passage of time, a new city grew up on those plains, bearing the name Alderon. This city was a symbol of tolerance and coexistence, where different races and genders came together under a sky of peace. Its palaces were built from the stones of harmony, and its streets from the threads of respect. Prince Alarius, son of King Valorius, and Princess Seraphina, daughter of King Ethan, were born to merge the two royal families into one soul. They grew up and learned from the history of their wars, as their hearts were filled with wisdom and tolerance. On the anniversary of the end of the ancient wars, Alderon held an annual festival, bringing together the peoples of the two former kingdoms. The festival reflected a spirit of brotherhood and solidarity, with people competing in games and arts and celebrating their shared history. And deep within Alderon, there is a temple named Elara, in honor of the young woman who lit the path to peace. The temple was a place of prayer and meditation, always reminding people of the power of hope and faith in building a world free of conflicts. As a permanent reminder of that difficult period and the wonderful transformation, huge statues of Kings Valorius and Ethan were erected in the city square, raising their heads towards the sky, a symbol of the strength and wisdom that united them. In this way, ancient wars have become a story that motivates and inspires new generations to build a world characterized by understanding and cooperation. As they say, peace comes at a price, but its value can only be measured by human hearts.
At the end of our story, we hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for a new story to watch.